Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Practical Learning Assets. So in today's video we are going to start the third chapter of political science, that is election and representation. So let's start with the video. So the very first topic in this chapter is elections and democracy. Here we will study how they are interlinked or how they are connected to each other. So let us begin by asking ourselves two simple questions about elections and democracy. Can we have democracy without holding elections, or can we hold elections without having democracy? Let's try to answer the first question. The first question reminds us of the necessity of representation in a large democracy. All citizens cannot take direct part in making every decision. Therefore, representatives are elected by the people. This is how elections become important. Whenever we think of India as a democracy, our mind invariably turns to the last elections. Elections have today become the most visible symbol of the democratic process. So, our first question was that can we have democracy without holding elections? So, we have democratic government in India, or we have democracy all over the India. But this is not possible that in democracy, each and every citizen from each and every part, from each and every corner of the country will come and sit together and then they will take decisions on some issues. This is impossible. So, to overcome this problem, we form elections. So, elections have today become the most visible form of democratic process. So, when we are talking about democracy, we have two types of democracies. The first one is direct and the second one is indirect. So, let's see what these are. A direct democracy is one where the citizens directly participate in the day-to-day decision making and in running of the government. The ancient city-states in Greece were considered examples of direct democracy, and local governments like Gram Sabhas, they are also the closest examples of direct democracy. But this kind of direct democracy cannot be practiced when a decision has to be taken by lakhs and crores of people. So, that is why rule by the people usually means rule by people's representatives. So in such an arrangement, citizens choose their representatives who in turn are actively involved in governing and administering country. The method followed to choose these representatives is referred to as elections. Thus, the citizens have a limited role in taking major decisions and in running the administration. They are not very actively involved in making of the policies. Citizens are involved only indirectly through their elected representatives. So let's come on the second question. The second question was, can we hold elections without having democracy? So the second question reminds us of the fact that not all elections are democratic. So our answer is, elections can be held even in non-democratic countries, because a large number of non-democratic countries also hold elections. In fact, non-democratic rulers are very keen to present themselves as democratic. So they do so by holding election in such a way that it does not threaten their rule. So the constitution of a democratic country lays down some basic rules about elections. When elections are held in democratic countries, the constitution has the major role or the main role in holding the elections, as it lays down some basic rules that have to be taken care while holding the elections. So, the details are usually left to be worked out by the laws passed by the legislatures. These basic rules are usually about who is eligible to vote, then who is eligible to contest, who is to supervise elections, how do the voters choose their representatives, how are the votes to be counted and representatives elected. So these are some basic points on which the rules are given in the constitution, and the rest details are made by the legislatures and they are passed by the legislatures and they are worked out by the legislatures. Now, like most democracies, the Constitution of India answers all these questions. The first three questions are about ensuring that elections are free and fair and can thus be called democratic. The last two questions are about ensuring a fair representation. So guys, this was all for today's video. Stay connected to the channel for more interesting videos and for the next parts of this chapter. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.